interesting for us today, Soren?
Well, Necromia, today I got something very special and dear to my heart that I watched a lot in my childhood. And I got this really awesome 4K edition, and I think we should do an unboxing. I actually owned this movie on VHS, on DVD, Blu-ray, and now on 4K. That's just how much I love it. And I got this very special version. Let's take a look here. Got a booklet. Yes, it is. And I got all the movies in here. Here's the Blu-ray and there's the 4K version, which looks glorious, by the way. And this little box contains let's take a look. There's a poster from the movie. Carol Ann screaming in this one. And on this one, it's the classic, where she sits in front of the television. And of course, some neat kind of lobby cards, I think. And they're in photo quality, so they look quite nice, actually. It's a fantastic edition, actually. So, yeah, and it's a steelbook, so that's quite nice. And I really like that they put it almost like in a big VHS case, so that looks quite nice. So,
perfect. Well, let's get on with the review.
Poltergeist. Man, that movie scared the shit out of me when I was a child. There are many scenes that made me scared of trees, clowns, and long rooms. Although, it couldn't scare my love of television away. But let's go deeper into this fantastic movie.
Poltergeist is a 1982 American supernatural horror film directed by Tobe Hooper and written by Steven Spielberg, and was produced by Spielberg and Frank Marshall.
As Spielberg was contractually unable to direct another film while he made E.T. the Extraterrestrial, Hooper was selected based on his work on the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and The Funhouse. The origin of Poltergeist can be traced to The Night Skies, which Spielberg conceived as a horror sequel to his 1977 film Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Hooper was less interested in the sci-fi elements and suggested they collaborate on a ghost story. Accounts differ as to the level of Spielberg's involvement, but it's clear that he was frequently on set during filming and exerted significant creative control. For that reason, some have said that Spielberg should be considered the film's co-director or even main director, though Spielberg and Hooper had disputed this. Stephen and Diane Freeling live in the planned community of Cuesta Verde, California. Steve is a successful real estate agent and Diane looks after their 3 children, 16-year-old Dana, 8-year-old Robbie, and 5-year-old Carol Ann. Late one night, Carol Ann unexpectedly converses with the family's television set while it displays post-broadcast static. The next night, she again fixates on the television, and a ghostly white hand emerges from the screen, followed by a violent earthquake. As the family wakes from the earthquake, Carol Ann says the iconic line,
They're here.
The following day is filled with bizarre events. A glass of milk spontaneously breaks, silverware bends, and furniture moves on its own. These phenomena initially seem benign, but soon grows much more sinister.
during a severe thunderstorm. The gnarled backyard tree seemingly comes alive. A large limb crashes through the children's bedroom window and grabs Robbie, pulls him outside into a pouring rain and attempts to devour him. While the family rushes outside to rescue Robbie, Carolan is pulled into a portal inside the closet. After saving Robbie from the tree, which got sucked into a tornado, the family frantically search for Carolan, only for her voice to call out from the television.
And now the film has you sucked in with suspense.
The sound design is some of the best I ever heard on a motion picture. The musical score from Jerry Goldsmith is magical, and some of the best he's ever done. To this day, I think Poltergeist is the best haunted house story ever made. It's quite frankly a masterpiece.
Guys, it's a pretty great movie, and I've seen it a lot, and it still holds up till today. I mean, it's the best ghost movie ever made. So, unfortunately, there's a lot of talk about a curse. Dominic Dunn, who played the big sister, unfortunately died before the premiere. After the video, I will put a link down below where you can read a little bit more about the Poltergeist Curse. But I think we should get on with our next review, Poltergeist II, Necromia?
Yes, let's watch part 2. I can see you got a German version. Poltergeist II, die andere Seite. Well, let's watch it. Poltergeist II, the other side, also known simply as Poltergeist II, is a 1986 American supernatural horror film directed by Brian Gibson.
And oh man, this also scared the hell out of me when I was a child. I mean, I had to watch it though, even though I knew this was going to scare the shit out of me considering the first film. And oh man, it did. First of all, this guy is probably one of the scariest dudes ever put on film. Yikes. This film is set 1 year after the events of the first film. The Cuesta Verde neighborhood has been turned into an archaeological dig, centered on the spot where the Freelings' home stood. The excavation leads to a discovery of a cave by a ground crew. Its existence is revealed by psychic Tangina Barons, who informs her friend Taylor, a Native American shaman. After investigating the cave for himself, Taylor realizes that the spirit of Reverend Henry Kane, an insane preacher whom he has seen in dreams, is after Carolan, and Taylor goes to protect her. The Freeling family has relocated to Phoenix, Arizona, and now lives in a house with Diane's mother, Jess. Grandma Jess is highly clairvoyant and believes that Diane and Carolan possesses the same abilities. Jess later dies from natural causes, but not before telling Diane one last time that she will always love her and be there if she needs her. And of course, the evil specters come back, and the family must once again survive throughout the horror. Taylor shows up as Kane begins his first assault on the home, unable to get in through the television as the family has removed all television sets from the house. Kane's minions are forced to find another way in, this time through Carolan's toy phone. The attack fails and the family gets out of the house quickly. Taylor introduces himself and convinces them that running would be a waste of time since Kane would only find them again, and they return to the house.
Poltergeist 2 takes everything in another direction, and it feels fresh. And there's even some very humorous bits in the film, which works perfectly.
Your car. Very angry. I'll fix it. Make it happy?
Poltergeist 2 was released in the spring of 1986, and it was a financial success, earning nearly $75 million worldwide. Critic reviews was negative, but the film nevertheless followed its predecessor with a nomination for the Academy Award for Best Visual Effects, as well as 2 Saturn Awards.
You are gonna die!
And again, I never heard anyone criticize the film. I think they did a fantastic job. Poltergeist 2 is a great companion to the first film, and to be honest, I always watch them back to back.
Is there another way?
I guess not, Necromia.
Well, that was that. Is there a part 3, Soren?
There is a part 3 actually, but it always depresses the hell out of me. The main star, Carol Ann, played by Heather O'Rourke, died while they made the film, and that was one of many reasons that it wasn't very good. So, and a lot of the main cast didn't return, so I never watched it. I think it ended with part 2. But if you're curious about the Poltergeist Curse and everything, check out the awesome documentary, which I will put in the link down below. Well, till next time, give us a like, subscribe, and remember,
We'll see you sooner than you know.